Hello. Hopefully everyone's doing great tonight. So what you guys are gonna do is go ahead and just post your questions right now. First come, first serve. Go for it. Let me mute this real quick while I set the timer. Okay, so the timer that I've got only goes to 59 minutes, so we're gonna set the timer on my phone. All right, so here's the timer that you guys can see. So I'm gonna set that off to the side. Oh, sorry, my thing is going in and out of focus. Don't worry, guys, I'm still going in order. I'm just trying to get my camera focused. Okay. All right, let me scroll up to the top and see where we're starting here. Hello, Rashima, Joelle, Terry, Alexandra, Kimberly, I speak, CG. Hello, everyone. Okay, so hey, Kendra, how are you? Remember, guys, this can be any question or any format. I mean, it doesn't have to be a yes or a no. Only one question per person. Okay, so we have the first 10 people. So I'm going to start with Joelle. And since I already wasted a minute, I'm going to restart. Okay. So Joelle says, what does Spirit want me to know currently? Make sure you guys stay here. You have to be present for your reading. You have to be present when you're called on. So just stay with me. Do not leave or you'll risk being skipped. Hey, Positive. I am doing good. Thank you. All right. So we have 7 of Air. We have King of Water. And we have the Dreamer. Okay. So you do have a masculine energy around you right now. It is of romantic nature, someone you have really strong feelings for. They have really strong feelings for you, vice versa. I feel like this person is maturing. They're becoming more trustworthy and I guess more generous with their heart. And if you don't know who this person is, then it could just mean that there's a person around you that's coming into your experience soon, because we have the Dreamer, which talks about a new start, moving forward with little to no baggage. Let's see. Now, you do have a card here of 7 of Air, which talks about more going on that meets the eye. Because the center of your reading talks about a masculine person that you would have feelings for or will have feelings for, I do want to clarify why the 7 of Air is here. Something that maybe you have felt defeated about or betrayed, disappointed, let down. Maybe the things didn't turn out as you would have hoped. It feels like there's a new start here. After a time of maybe no communication, or maybe just taking some time for yourself, something that maybe feels like it came to an end or will come to an end. I feel like this is a lot of new energy that's coming through for you, though. So this is either a resurgence of an existing person or it's someone new coming in for you. Something else. You said, I know who it is for sure. My husband, we are separated. Ooh, so hopefully that means you guys are going to be coming back together. here really soon. Something else that Spirit wanted me to tell you is just make sure that you are tapping into your masculine energy right now, because that's like all taking your ideas and putting it into action, doing things, expressing things, saying things, standing in your power, demanding what it is that you need for yourself. This is all like taking dominance, right, of our life and tapping into that masculine. So if you feel like you've been in maybe a more feminine energy for a little bit too long, that could be something else that you need to know. So we're not thinking anymore, we're not feeling anymore, we're becoming more action oriented. Okay, so now I speak. What's JP's current energy towards me right now? What's JP's current energy towards me right now? You're welcome, Joelle. Okay, so this person feels like, feels like a little bit like they've too much too late is kind of what I'm getting. I feel like they're going to want to put in the work when it's just not even something that you want anymore. You're not even going to be interested anymore. I feel like, I've got to say, I feel like this person has always had attraction for you and they've always really liked hooking up with you. Rashima, thank you. But I feel like you're going to get to a point where they're going to want to start putting the work in when you're kind of like, I'm done with this. And I know that you probably feel that way right now, but I mean like even more so like where you're not asking about him. He's not like the first thing you think about every day, like that kind of thing. I feel like that's when he's going to try to come in and try to work on this for you. So you might hear from him again. But as far as his current energy, I am getting that he's definitely into you, like chemistry, affection, attraction. And I feel like if you gave him another opening, he would take it. But the center of the reading is the Nine of Earth, which means that you guys have come a long way. You have been through a lot together, and now it's kind of time to do things on your own. And I think that's something that he's having a hard time accepting. But that, as at the center of the reading, it's almost like, yeah, okay, I get it. Like I'm coming to that conclusion. So just keep in mind that he's always, if you're down for it, he'll be down for it. That whole like hooking up aspect of your connection, he'll want it. He'll be fine with it. He'll be like, yeah, let's do this. But I feel as though he's going to come in when it's a little bit too late. That man's going to come crawling back to her. Oh, yes, you're already dating on Tinder. Hell yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, guys, so I am just going in order of what I see here. So I do apologize if it's like something gets overlooked. Just let me know. You're welcome. Okay, so current feelings of novice towards me. Of course. And guys, make sure that you're also thanking all the people that are donating towards me as well right now during this time, because they are the reasons why you're getting this free reading tonight. Current feelings of novice towards me. Hi, Jess. How are you? Make sure that you guys are here when I do your readings. Don't leave. It's only an hour. You're not going to be waiting that long. And I am doing these in order that I receive them. If the timer goes off, then that will be it for that. But I am doing donations tonight as well. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so current feelings for you. I am doing well, thank you. It's been a busy day. Current feelings for CG. Novice is feeling intrigued by you. I think there is some type of invested interest in you, as well as there is a curiosity. So like you definitely sparked interest in this person. No matter how long you guys have known one another, it's like there's definitely a feeling of wanting to know more, discover more. and maybe learn a little bit more about you or get to know you better. Now, this can talk about changes or delays along those lines as well. So keep in mind that the Page of Air is kind of restless, they're inquisitive, they're curious, but they're not really known to stay planted in one place. So that could be the energy of this person towards you, is that they're just really like not ready to like dig in. They're more the stage where they want to learn and get to know and observe, but they're not really in a place of wanting to like take things further, at least right now. I do see with the Empress here in the center of the reading, it does talk about wanting to nurture this connection. So this person could be in a place where they're wanting to ask about you, talk to you, like there's some type of like desire to interact with you in some way, but maybe they don't know exactly how to go about doing it. We have the Seven of Water in reverse, which feels like maybe they're thinking of all the different things that they can do to communicate with you, to talk to you, or learn more about you, but they're not exactly sure what direction to go. They could be like procrastinating on this as well, just kind of biding their time for a little bit. So yeah, that is what I've got for you, CG, in regards to novice. It's more a connection of the mind right now, but with the Empress in the center of the reading is telling me that they do find you very attractive, they find you high value. You're definitely someone who they view as like very important and like very worthy and deserving of love. You're welcome, CG. Make sure you guys are only asking your question once. I'm only doing one question per person. Okay, so Rashima. Will I have a successful marriage and ministry? And Joelle, I just happened to see where you said I've been trying to balance my masculine and feminine because I feel like I'm all feminine. So I am happy to know that. I do apologize that I just saw this comment. We're like rolling so fast here. Everyone can ask a question. It just depends on how long, like how much time I have to get to you. Right now we have 49 minutes. Once the timer goes off, that's where I'm going to stop. So go ahead and ask, but just ask once. So I am getting a yes for you, Rashima. Okay, so you have hope and having faith. The religion could also play a factor here for you, Rashima. And I see you coming into union with someone, and it's a successful union. The Unity card talks about traditional viewpoints and standpoints. It's where you find common ground with someone, common interest as well. And I think this is what will actually bring you together, is that you have similar beliefs. And maybe you were raised in a certain way that makes you feel like very compatible. This is like-minded people that you're going, or a like-minded person that you're going to be in a marriage with. This is a relationship of honesty, being truthful, being logical. I feel like you guys might be very, very honest with one another, to the point where you're like, if it hurts your feelings, I'm sorry, but I have to be honest. And I think that's going to be one of the strengths that you guys have in your marriage, because you guys are willing to really say what's on your mind, and that's going to make you guys stronger as well. The star talks about happy times, positive, optimistic, long-term connection. So this is likely someone that you're going to marry and like spend the rest of your life with them as well. You're welcome. All right, should I worry about this connection with Nate? Terry wants to know, should I worry about this connection with Nate? So I am getting no, like you don't really have to worry about it, but there's something that does need to be like determined. Like this is talking about needing to make a decision. The Two of Earth is where you're kind of juggling a lot, or a lot of things can be going on at one time, and they're talking about how like it's important for you to make a decision. So maybe this just means like trying to find a way to take things to the next level. It also talks about trying not to be as serious about it. This person, it's important that you guys keep. I've always loved like your connection because it's very like playful and youthful and like exciting. And so like Spirit is saying, just continue to hold on to that youthfulness, that playfulness that you guys have with one another. The center of the reading talks about your wish coming true. So that to me just feels like, no, you shouldn't have to worry about this connection with this person. Your concerns are going to go away and you're going to feel really good. They're telling me with the Nine of Air that you are actually expecting the worst to happen. They're calling you out on that, and they're saying do not self-fulfill this prophecy. Do not think the worst, because you can actually make that happen. So think more positively and don't like lose sleep over it. Don't stress over it. Don't worry. Things are still moving forward. We also have the Chariot here talking about public recognition, which to me, a lot of the time it talks about like public recognition is like Six of Wands. But this talks about public recognition being like maybe you guys take things to the next level. You become official, you become exclusive. And Spirit is telling me that like this is something that you would make known. You would tell people about it. You might even like update your relationship status, things like that. You're welcome. Okay, so general in love for Becca, please. Make sure you guys hang around until I call on your name. Make sure that you're here. We're only going to be doing like another 40 minutes of this, so you won't be waiting too long to get your reading. So just make sure you stay here. General in love for Becca. All right, what the hell? Oh my God. You have 5 major arcanas in this reading. This is insanity. So Spirit is saying to listen to your intuition in regards to this and have patience about it. And then also, like, if you feel impulsive at any point, they're saying consider carefully before you act. So like if you felt impulsively to like, I don't know, communicate with your person or something like that, or reach out to them, like just think about it first. Like they're not saying like don't do it, but just think through it first and make sure it's not something that you're going to regret later. Like what if you say something and they don't respond? You know what I mean? How would that make you feel? So like just basically Spirit saying just keep in mind like what could come of what you're doing and how you're acting, and just be prepared for that. We also have the Dreamer, which talks about taking a leap of faith, following your dreams, unexpected opportunities. When I said that, I cut the deck. We have the 4 of Wands, and that talks about taking the next step in commitment. The World talks about a completion. Basically, like essentially, maybe you've checked off or you fulfilled something that you needed to fulfill in this life, so that way you can move forward. I truthfully believe we come into this life and we have like certain things that we have to do in this life, and basically you checked one of those boxes and Spirit's like, good job. So maybe you've learned a lesson or you've closed out a pattern or something like that. Yeah, the 4 of Wands yesterday. So it talks about joy, contentment, and gratitude within your love life, as well as a path toward enlightenment. The dreamer also talks about a new journey or a new endeavor in love, something which you're not really carrying too much of the past with you into this new process. What's also really kind of crazy is that this is the first card of the Major Arcana, and this is the last card, as you know. So it's almost like a whole cycle has been completed and learned from. We have the wheel here, which everyone knows is a positive change. Maybe like the situation finally moving forward. Oh my God, I cut the deck again, and the Four of Wands is here. That is insanity. So yeah, I would have to say that if it's a time for positive change in a situation suddenly moving forward, as well as like good luck on your side, it does make me feel like this could be a turning point. A lot of times that's what the wheel is for me as well. So I feel like just a lot of positive things coming to you generally in love, Becca. If I were to guess, I would say it's the person that you ask about a lot. But Spirit is just saying, just keep listening to your intuition. You're like on the right track. You're on the right path. So I hope that kind of cleared some things up and gave you some positivity to move towards. Thank you guys for liking the video. Definitely please like the stream. I appreciate it. Empress, what are Sanu's true intentions? What are Sanu's true intentions for PUJ? Of course I speak. Thank you. It's fun. I haven't done this in a while. So, Empress, I've got to say I'm not getting like the best here in this reading. The Hermit is really closed off, and it's someone who kind of retreats. Like imagine a turtle going into its shell. I just feel like this person is wanting to spend a lot of time alone right now. And the Five of Fire can talk about like conflict or like bothersome situations that maybe aren't really going the way that you want it to go. We also have the Queen of Air, and the Queen of Air is a very good card to get, but next to these cards, it does make me a little bit cautious. Just because the Queen of Air talks about like being very like blunt, straightforward, not really tactful even, just someone who just wants to be honest and authentic to themselves. So it can seem as though this person is just trying to very objectively make decisions, be very logical, be very realistic with a situation. Oh, I missed you too, Empress. Your no contact. Yeah, it seems like it's probably going to continue that way for a little while, I've got to say. I don't really see any intentions of extending any offer or contacting you anytime soon. I do hope that changes, especially if this is a connection that you desire to have. But just if it like helps at all to know that it's probably going to be like this for a little while longer. I'm not seeing like any other intentions, but pretty much just keeping to themselves and being kind of quiet for however long. Okay. So we have Kendra. Benjamin, thank you for liking. Thank you guys. Yeah, Becca, I saw your comment. You said that's good. I am happy about that too. Okay, so Kendra, is it best for me to take a break from tarot? Is it best for Kendra to take a break from tarot? Okay, so Kendra, I'm getting a couple of things. First and foremost, they're saying generally no. They think that it would be good if you practiced a little bit more for yourself, but they just feel like as long as you're not feeling a dependency on readings or you're not feeling like a reliance, right? Those two things, like when you feel like a dependency where it's like you're constantly wanting to do it, or you're feeling like the only way you can make a decision in your life is because of tarot, I think that it can be harmful. because it can be toxic, because what you really need to focus on is yourself. You need to focus on what you know, what you intuitively feel. And the more you rely on what other people are saying, it should be more of a confirmation for you rather than an answer. So Spirit does not want you to back away from tarot altogether. They, in fact, want you to use it as a way to either get confirmations for what you're intuitively feeling or learn more about your own intuition. So it's kind of hard to say. So you would have to be the judge of that, Kendra. If you feel like you're relying and depending on it too much, then maybe. But I think that tarot also is used as a tool to kind of help us heal and like see what options are out there or what paths we want to take or would take if we made certain decisions. And I think that it can give you a lot of enlightenment. So you just kind of have to gauge yourself, do some inventory, because I'm not getting a no. Like at any point here, am I getting a no that they're telling you to stop altogether? There's just like that kind of like, but if, you know, this is that, then yeah, probably just at least just pull back a little bit. We also have don't underestimate yourself here with the Queen of Fire. So assert your independence and creativity. That's again just giving me confirmation that tarot would be really good for you to practice for yourself, or even with like other people, like if you wanted to do a reading for someone else, and then that way you can tap more into your intuition. I think it can be really hard. It can serve as like a block sometimes for us to read for ourselves, and if we don't like the answer, we can reshuffle and try again and hope for the best. So it's like if you read for someone else, you don't have that attachment to the reading itself, and you can become more intuitive that way. So maybe Spirit's like saying use tarot if you have a deck. I think you do, to maybe like have some fun with other people, some girlfriends, grab a drink. I don't know, just get your intuition going. But they feel like this was a good path for you. They feel like you're doing a good job, and that you are working towards enlightenment. So yeah, that's what I've got for you, Kendra. I hope that gave you some sense of direction there. Becca, I am going to do a donation reads. Yes, I am going to. Not during this stream, but as soon as I get off, I'm going to make a new one. And then I'm going to be on that one for donations. Steamy. Good, I'm glad. Kimberly, thank you for letting me know you're here. So how does Jacob feel about Kimberly? Just so you guys have an idea where we are on time. Angelic Nymph, thank you for subscribing. We have 34 minutes left. So I'm still working down my list right now. How does Jacob feel about Kimberly? Everybody can ask their question one time, but I am going through the list in order, and when my timer goes off, that'll be it. So get your question in as soon as possible. Ooh. Okay, so I feel like there's someone feeling a bit torn here, Kimberly. It seems like, I don't know, maybe they're mirroring you. Maybe they're like, like, what do we do about this? The Two of Air can talk about being unable to make a decision, or like knowing that there's like right chemistry, or like there's feelings, but maybe trying not to focus too much on them. But it seems like things are just growing stronger. So it's almost like they too are feeling this chemistry, or like whatever it is between you guys. I think that they are trying to come off very like assertive and dominant. I feel like they're in a place where they're trying to look at things very logically. With the Emperor here, that's how they're showing themselves. They're trying to like remain. This is interesting because like the Emperor in Strength is making me feel like they're trying to act like they have no emotions. They're trying to remain removed from their feelings for you. and they're trying to come off very like stoic in a way, or like unbothered, where maybe they're just like hiding the fact that they do have feelings for you as well. But I feel like this is not something they want to tell you. This is not something they want to show you. They're very much like a wall is up. They're not pulling back from you. They're not pulling their energy away from you. I still feel like they want to see you and communicate with you, but they want to act like there's nothing, like they're not feeling these things that they're feeling. You're welcome, Kendra. Yeah, he's like that and he's being dry. I feel like that's going to be going on for a bit, I will say, just because of like what I'm getting here. I feel like he's just really trying to like think deeply about this maybe. He is someone who's like could be very indecisive and maybe even like a bit hasty to make moves. So it's like I feel like if he were to come like talk about how he feels about you, it would be like very unexpected. I feel like it would kind of catch you off guard. You might be like waiting for him to say something, and then you're like, okay, I'm giving up, like he's never gonna say anything, and then he does, and you're like, oh shit, I'm pulled back in again. Like I feel like that's kind of what I'm getting from him. He's not really wanting to tell me his like real feelings for you, but I feel like they're there. He's just very much like, imagine someone standing there with like their arm crossed in front of them, like his language that he's showing me is like he's standing there with his arms crossed and he's like, I'm not gonna budge and I'm not gonna tell you shit. Hey Jennifer, how are you? Okay, so we have Jennifer next. You guys can definitely post your questions, but it is first come, first serve. So go ahead and post, and I will try to get to you if I can. Okay, so the Lovers was in reverse, but I like unconsciously turned it around. So let's just go ahead and put the timer over here so you guys can see. So it makes me feel like maybe this is turning around, possibly. So the Lovers talks about intimate relationships. It talks about connections being in good health as well. Are you in a relationship, Jennifer? Are you connected to someone? Even if it's like a situationship, is there someone that you have on your mind? Because it feels almost like this connection's turning around, like things are getting better, or things will get better very soon in your love life. I am doing well, Jennifer. Thank you. SS, yes, you are after Jennifer before Philomena. You're single, but you have someone in mind. Interesting. Because it's talking about your love life turning around and your love life getting better as well. Your intimate relationships getting better. The World is Here talks about the end of a cycle. That being at the beginning of your reading really feels good to me. Okay, we're gonna have to take this off because apparently it's not gonna stay on. So it makes me feel like because it's at the beginning of the reading that whatever you had going on with this person or whoever you were connected with romantically, that situation's coming to an end and you're moving on to something new that's turning around. We have an awakening, which can talk about like realizations and epiphanies as well, and looking at things from a different perspective. So maybe there was a temporary standstill. It could continue for a little while longer, but just like know that this thing is turning around. This thing will get better. Okay, we have SS, current feelings. You're welcome, Jennifer. Hey, Queen Resilient, how are you? Current feelings. You You guys can go ahead and post your questions, but just know that I'm just going to get to as many people as I can before the timer runs out. I will have a donation stream after this where you guys can come back and have donated readings with me. This is just the only free stream I'm doing tonight. I also will not be doing free yes, no, because I just did an hour of free readings. So the next stream that I do will just be donations only. Ooh, SS, you get 4 cards. Okay. It seems, SS, like this person is... I regretfully say like they're considering moving on. Or maybe they feel like they don't like the way that things are and they want that to change. So let's just say if you guys are not in communication, it does feel like they're kind of letting this connection go a little bit. But if it's someone you're in a relationship with, they're very unhappy with certain aspects of your connection and they're wanting that to change. The 10 of Fire talks about feeling like something is a lot of work and that things are very out of balance and they're very stressed out. So again, take what resonates for you in this reading. Hey, Eliana, how are you? This person is wanting something more meaningful, more fulfilling. They're just not happy necessarily right now with the way that things are going. They're not happy with their connection with you. So what am I getting from this? It's like things feel very chaotic for them right now. Oh my God, girl, I am so tired. I'm so tired. So the 7 of Water talks about needing to just go ahead and decide. Just go ahead and make the decision. Just do the thing. Stop procrastinating. Just get it over with. This is something that they've probably been thinking about for a while that either they need to do or they need to communicate to you. And also it talks about needing to do things at the right time. Yeah, SS, that's like the extent of what I'm getting right now is this person's just like unsatisfied in some way with the way that things are going between you guys. So if I knew the nature of your relationship, I might be able to give you more specific examples. But it's just like generally as a whole, this person's like not having the best time right now. Things feel very out of balance. They seem very uncertain. Like they're considering like moving on from you, or they need to communicate with you that something has to like change and get better, because I feel like they're struggling. Okay, good. So that's what I have for you, SS. I'm glad that it resonates. So Philomena. Woo. Philomena, will things be different between me and Trey this time around? Next up, we have Alexandra. Alexandra, if you're here, if you can just say hello for me. Will things be different between me and Trey this time around? Alexandra ESP, if you're here, please let me know. Dang, you got 4 cards as well. Okay, so the Queen of Fire was in reverse. Knight of Fire. Okay, so what I'm being shown is that you tend to settle a lot here in this connection. You are a queen, okay? And you need a king, but you have a knight. And the queen is in reverse here, which tells me that you're trying to downplay your power, your desires, your expectations when it comes to this connection. So just keep that in mind, that Spirit's like, no. We don't want you to settle. We don't want you to downplay your feelings. We don't want you to just like give in to something. We want you to be the queen, and we want this person to rise up to be the king. It feels like they are really trying because we have the king of water. And so it's complex, but it's giving me that your person, Trey, is wanting to see your side, is wanting to be more emotionally intelligent, wanting to see your side of things, wanting to understand where you're coming from. But we have to make sure that we're not allowing this person to just stay where they are. They do need to grow. You need to grow as well, but they have a lot more learning and growing to do. And the more that you allow this person to continue with the way that they've been going, the more they're going to be comfortable and not want to expand. So just keep in mind. Perfect. Philomena, Spirit is saying keep strong with that. In regards to, is he going to change? I just feel very strongly that he is in a place of being very stubborn and he's having a hard time growing. The 10 of Fire feels like this connection can feel like a lot of work. Like you guys are not giving each other what you need. You guys are on different levels. I have to say, Philomena, nothing's going to happen right away. I do feel like this person has the desire to see your perspective and to grow, to evolve. I do feel like they have that potential, yes. I just don't know, like, at what point you're going to feel like I need to give up or move on. And they're going to say, okay, me too. I feel like if you're willing to just give it some time and you're willing to see this through, then you will likely be rewarded for that. However, I feel like this person's not really in a place to do all of these things right now and give you these your expectations. It's almost like being viewed as an ultimatum. And it's important that you express that, but it feels like they're just kind of in a very like immature place. So yeah, I think that they will eventually. I just can't say I'm not confident to say it's going to happen soon or if it's going to happen this time around. Yeah, I don't know. Alexandra, are you here? After Alexandra, we have Karen. Can Karen please say if you're here or not? After Karen, we have Nikita. Is Nikita here? All right, so we're skipping Alexandra. Karen, please let us know if you're here. Nikita, please let us know if you're here. Alex 20, please let me know if you're here. Oh, Alexandra is here. Okay, Alexandra, did my ex, John, used to get jealous when I mentioned other guys or friends? Thank you, Karen. Just so you know, we have 18 minutes on the clock, guys. Ooh, I am getting a yes, Alexandra, but it is something that he really tries hard to not let it get to him. But I am getting a yes. I think that is aspect of him that he feels is a negative quality that he is trying to change. He's trying to release and let go of. The Eight of Air in reverse is actually a very good card because it talks about not being bound by like mental restrictions. Thank you, Nikita. This person feels like it's a quality that they need to like let go of and move on from. It's something that they know in their own self, like in their inner knowing, that this is not the best way to react to certain things. But I will say that he was jealous. Alex 20, if you can let me know if you're here. Karen says, what did Michael think of the fact that our friendship is over? Is that Michelle, or is this Michael? Is this a feminine or masculine energy, or neither? You're welcome, Alexandra. Alex, thanks for checking in. What does M think of the fact that the that the friendship is over? Okay, so someone is showing up here as the Queen of Earth, someone who is nurturing, thoughtful, warm, sensible. They are feeling... They're definitely upset over it. I will say it's something that they're still thinking about. That's the center of the reading, is that this hasn't been something that's just happened and hasn't made an impact on them, and they're just like moving on from it. This is bothering them, and this is something that they're constantly ruminating on. I feel like maybe they thought that they were sensible. Like, this is a specific word that's coming through for this card. So it's making me feel like they feel like they were like in the right, or that they feel like they didn't do anything wrong, and they were like right there on the threshold of in between, like, yeah, maybe I didn't do my best, but I also didn't do anything wrong. Like, I feel like the way that I approached this matter like made sense and was like logical, and that's kind of how they're coming through. There's something here that talks about making time for those around you. So I don't know if this was like a issue where you guys felt like you guys just weren't on the same page about things. Maybe someone felt like someone was spending a lot of time with, like, not with them, or I don't know. It's just like something about like not being compatible, not being on the same page, or like possibly feeling like a little bit like left out or a little bit insecure within the connection. But this person felt like they dealt with this in like a very sensible and understanding manner. So I think that it's kind of like boggling them just a little bit. I don't think that they're okay with it. I don't think that they're happy with it, but I think they're also in a place of like, okay, well, like it is what it is. They're definitely in a place where they want to kind of just be on their own for a little while. There's an aspect coming through, Karen, that makes me feel like they aren't necessarily 100% feel like you guys couldn't ever come back from this. Like, if it was like really bad, if it was like a bad situation, like she like hooked up with like your boyfriend or something, or vice versa. Like, if it was something like that, I feel like it's possible that maybe someone would feel like, okay, we're never coming back from this. But for whatever reason, your friend M feels like at some point, this doesn't mean that like this friendship is over forever. Like, it may suck right now, and there may be like, we're not seeing eye to eye on something, or a relationship we're not seeing eye to eye on, but it just makes me feel like I don't know, they feel like at some point you guys will at least be like acquaintances, and or you guys can come back from this connection. So they're not dwelling too much on like the sadness of losing you, but they are thinking about it a lot. It is making an impact on them. All right, Nikita. Positive vibes, if you can check in with me, please. Past, present, and future of OP and Nikita connection. Don't worry, guys. I am working towards a goal. If you want more information on that, you can see that on the last video that I streamed last night, and also the next video that I streamed tonight. Every time I hit a certain quarter of my goal, then I'm going to be doing another one of these streams. So if you guys miss out tonight, it's okay. We're going to keep working towards my fundraiser, or I guess I could call it my fundraiser. And we'll be doing this again. So if you guys want more like this, make sure you're supporting me on my donation streams as well. So past, we have 10 of Earth, a very seemingly happy life. Maybe at some point you feel like you were more financially secure than you are now. And maybe that's like a little bit hard and you're trying to navigate through this. I feel like when you were a child, it was very easy for you to see the magic in the little things in life and be excited, be very inquisitive, imaginative, things like that. But I feel like very much like it was very family centered, very family focused on either what you had or what you didn't have. The present we have is the Lovers, which talks about intimate relationships. Romantic relationships could probably be your primary focus in life right now. It could be something that you're feeling like that would make you happy or that would add value to your life. So very much focused on intimate and romantic relationships right now. There's also something here which talks about like important decisions that need to be made, like basically life decisions. Essentially, this is a time of your life where you're learning a lot of life lessons as well, and it's important for you to not stay in cycles or patterns that aren't working for you. And then for the future, we have the Empress, which to me talks about being more focused at that time on being a parent. If kids are in your future, like if you want to be a mom, you see yourself as a mom, or you are a mom, it's like focusing a lot more on your nurturing, your ability to grow, to create and grow and birth life. So I see very like maternal things there. And a lot of times the Empress can talk about like actually having a child, but it could be the parent of a plant or the parent of a pet. Or it could just mean birthing a new project, a new creative endeavor, a new business. So that's the future that I have for you, is just you are giving a lot of life to things that are important to you, Nikita. Positive vibes. Positive vibes. Are you here? Yes, I speak. I am doing a donated live stream after this. I'm gonna run to the bathroom, grab another drink, and then I'll get that one started. So you'll see me here very soon after I end this live stream. Oh, you're not a mom yet? Did you want to be? Because I feel like that's in your future if you want to be. Good, I'm glad. Okay, Bria, thank you. You're welcome. Okay, so Alex 20, what did Jay like about me? Positive vibes. This is your last call. You have to be here for me to do your reading, or we're going to have to skip over you. Positive vibes. What did Jay like about Alex 20? Okay. There's something here about like your uniqueness, like you're very different, and you're also authentic. There's a way that in which you express yourself through like your mannerisms, your maybe the way that you dress, hair color changes, tattoos, piercings. I don't know. There's just like a way that you present yourself in some way which they really liked. On a personality and characteristic level, they also thought you were very thoughtful and warm and sensible. You might think, I think it's left brained if you're like more of a creative. So it seems like they could see kind of like your ability to imagine and create. You might be very crafty, good at just generally creating things, or drawing or writing or something along those lines. It's like you're more artsy than you are more logical. And there's like an emotional, intuitive connection that you have to yourself in regards to that. Hey, Sag girl, how are you? No, I want to be enjoying my 20s. It's funny. Thank you, Jasmine. They liked the way that you expressed yourself. They felt like you were very witty, maybe even a bit funny as well, but like in a dry sense of humor. You could have had like a very dark sense of humor as well, or maybe just a good sense of humor is kind of what I'm picking up. They feel as though they missed an opportunity with you, by the way. They felt like you were very inquisitive as well. Like you're more positive than you are negative, but they also felt like maybe at the time that they knew you, or whatever this was, that you like desired something more to happen, whether with them or like also in your life. Like maybe they knew that where you are when they knew you was not going to be like the glass ceiling, that you were going to be extending like past that. So maybe you weren't happy with your job, or something along those lines, like with your life, and that they like could tell that you could be a little bit bored with that. They do desire to reunite with you, either in communication or in person. All right, so positive vibes, we're taking you off the list. I do apologize. Nyasia, if you're here, please let me know. Alexandra, let me know if you're here. You're welcome, Alex. Okay, so we're taking positive vibes off. Nyasia, Alexandra, Jasmine, P, Emily. Emily is here. Natalia is here. Okay, I'm going in order here. Last call for Nyasia, Alexandra, Jasmine, and P. Last call, Nyasia, Alexandra, Lopez, Jasmine, and P. We have 6 minutes left on the clock, guys. I'm going to try to get to as many people as I can. What are my partner T's current feelings about me and our relationship? Don't worry, guys. I will be back with another one of these streams. If you want to figure out how to help me get to that point where I can do that for you, definitely come back in just like 30 minutes on my next stream so you can see. All of my donators are contributing financially to a certain fund that I'm raising, and I will be able to do, once we hit each goal, we'll be able to do more readings like this. Okay, so we have the Two of Earth, we have the Knight of Earth, and the Justice for you, Emily. I feel like they feel very hopeful. He is in a place where he likes the fact that you're being honest, like you're being very straightforward. You guys are having like such good communication right now, and he likes it. In a certain way, it's making him feel closer to you. What he wants to display to you is that he is dedicated to this. Like he is determined to be loyal and honor you and be kind and be patient and just kind of prove to you that he can be the man in the relationship, the person that you can lean on, or like something along those lines. You said he's a Taurus? No shit. That's crazy. Knight of Earth. That's insane. This is literally the Taurus card right here. So he's feeling like it's just time to go ahead and just get things going. Whatever you guys have decided on together and you felt like was important for you guys to communicate with one another, he feels like it's like, okay, let's go ahead and just put these into action. Let's go ahead and make this happen, because I think what's important to him is that instead of feeling very confused in your mind and like not being on the same page, he wants to feel this closeness to you. And so he very much loves the fact that you guys are getting to that point. The Eight of Fire shows really good changes coming through for you guys and your connection. Keep the communication going. It does say here that there's too much going on at once, and so I can feel like maybe he feels a bit stressed, or you feel like he could be making like his job a priority. But it is important to know that he's a natural provider. So having a job, he connects that to his self-worth, and it's a way that he'll be able to provide for you in the future. So definitely be supportive of his job. Don't feel like you're competing. Good, you're welcome. Okay, so Jasmine is here. Do you see more potential for a long-term commitment with Hunter or Leo? All right, let's shuffle for Hunter. Long-term commitment, show me one card, please. Hunter, long-term commitment, show me one card. Woo. Chris, show me one card, please. Okay, so Chris actually has two cards come out. There's more potential with Chris. We have, actually, this is interesting. You said Sagittarius, both fire energy, but for Leo, we have the fire here. For Hunter, we have the release. It's saying the end of a situation, time to move on for Hunter. I'm not quite sure what that's all about, but we also have the Ace of Fire, which talks about an exciting new opportunity. It's a change for your life right now. Good news here. So I don't know, if it's kind of hard to do in like such a mini reading. If you wanted to donate in the next stream, I could kind of like tap in a little bit further to each person, but that's totally up to you. I am getting Hunter being like the lesser of the options potential there. Chris seems more like a potential for you. Okay. Let's see. Who do I have next? Jasmine's done. Naija, Alexandra Lopez, Pete, or Jess? I don't see any of those people here. Janu. I feel like Janu, I just saw Janu in here. Okay, so we're gonna do that one. Unfortunately, Naija, Alexandra, Pete, and Jess, we're gonna have to skip over you because Jess, I see you, Jess. We're gonna do Jess first, and then we're gonna do Pete, Janu after that. Jasmine D is here. Okay, so we're taking Naija off, Alexandra off, Pete is off. We're gonna do Jess and Janu. I think Janu might be the last person that I'm able to do. I did this in order, guys, but we are running out of time. But again, I will do more of these in the future. If you guys want to know how you can contribute and help me do these more often, definitely check out the next stream that I'm going to make after this. It'll probably be for 9:30 tonight Eastern Standard Time. Will December be a good month for me? You're welcome, Jasmine. Thank you. Will December be a good month for me? I feel like there is going to be some disappointment for you, Jess. It doesn't feel significant, but it feels like maybe there's something that lets you down. Maybe you don't make as much money as you thought in your bonus, or you didn't see a certain person you wanted to, or maybe you had an event to go to that you thought was going to be a lot more fun or exciting. And I'm just giving you like minor inconveniences, like minor disappointment. It doesn't seem like anything significant is going to happen, but it just seems like maybe like there's just some kind of like conflict or struggle for you here, but it feels more like a letdown and a disappointment. As far as the rest of the month goes, it feels good. It feels like you're having fun. You may be not getting that great of sleep, Jess. During the month of December, it seems like there could be some stress-related things going on. And the center, were you able to hear me? Hopefully you were able to hear me. My mic just kind of went out. But it does feel like you're going to be like a bit more tired, maybe a bit more stressed. And it talks about here needing to see like something through or think through something carefully. So maybe just be very cautious when you're making decisions. At the bottom of the deck, we have Page of Earth, which talks about, okay, so maybe it isn't financial related because this talks about good news about financial matters. It also talks about wanting to do something more challenging, maybe like apply for like a promotion or a raise or something along those lines. So maybe this letdown or disappointment that I'm sensing could be something outside of money, because I am seeing like a good opportunity coming to you here in December in regards to that. Okay, perfect. So the last person that we have that I'm going to be able to get to before the timer runs out in like 1 minute is going to be Janu. Everyone else that's hanging out in here, thank you so much for being here. Try to get here early. I think I literally just did like 30 different readings tonight. That was insane. If you want to donate and get a reading with me, you can come back in just like 15 minutes. and you can see me on the next stream that I make. Thank you guys so much. Make sure when you see these streams, you get here early so you get a chance to get a reading with me. Okay, Capricorns, current feelings and intentions. Naisha, thank you. I'll confirm those on that one, okay? Current feelings and intentions towards me. No, Angelic Nymph, I wasn't able to get to you on the list. You were just a little bit too far down for me to get to you, unfortunately. Let me see how many people were after or before you. We had... Ooh. I'm still reading for you, Janu, don't worry. You had 4 people still to go. Angelic, I'm sorry, but yeah, definitely see me next time. We'll be doing more of these if we can. So Capricorn's current feelings and intentions towards you, Janu. They are a tricky one, Janu. Sorry, hold on one second. Okay, so they are a tricky energy, Janu. It really feels like they kind of like the affection that they can get. They like hooking up. They like, it seems like they're very sexually forward, or like they like this a friends with benefits situation. They like being a sneaky link. They like, I don't know, they're just very like lustful is what I'm getting from this person as the center of the reading here with the Page of Fire. They like basically hooking up and enjoying themselves and having a good time. This could play a factor because of their age as well. Like they just are that kind of person, but I just don't really see them being like very committed. I feel like there's like this in and out energy here. We have the Moon and the Hermit on both sides, and both of these things are very reserved energies. Like very pulled back, like you feel like you don't know everything about this person or everything that goes on in their life necessarily. They could be kind of a loner, do things on their own, really like spending time alone or like with friends and things, and like they generally don't give too much to you is what I'm getting from this person. I will say that because it's a tricky energy, they do like have some feelings, but it's like most of it feels sexual in nature. I've got to say that's like the one thing that I'm picking up, Janu. If you're looking for like commitment from this person, or you're looking for them to like confess their feelings, or you're looking for them to like make a move or something like that, to be honest, I'm not really seeing that too much right now. I feel like they would be really open to maybe like connecting with you in a sexual way, but I'm not really picking up on the fact that they're like ready to like settle down or plant any roots or anything like that. So that's the intentions that I foresee right now. Of course, that can change. You can always come back to me and get an energy check-in, but that's what it's feeling like right now. All right, guys, thank you so much for such an awesome stream. I am going to go to the bathroom, get some water, and I'm going to actually make the next stream here to start at about 9:30. Thank you, Janu. I'm glad that it resonated. I hope you guys like this. I hope this was a lot of fun. If you're still in here and haven't liked the stream, please do so. And I will see you guys in like 10 minutes.